Hello everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Dairy Food channel. Today's recipe is the Ghanaian classic Achomo. It is also called Achomo or croquette in French. I am making this recipe with condensed milk, but you can do it with water, with evaporated milk, with fresh milk, with powdered milk, but I am going to show you how to do this with condensed milk, and it's very easy and very quick. You can serve this at parties, for yourself, for friends. It's tasty and quickly done. Please watch this recipe for me and leave me comments, thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon for a different Mrs. Dairy recipe. Until then, please stay blessed and I will see you soon. Let's get started. For this easy recipe, you will need 375 grams plain flour. You also need 115 grams soft butter or margarine. We also need about a cup condensed milk, so it depends. It's between half a cup and a cup, but I'll be using 1 cup of condensed milk, and this is carnation. You need a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon baking powder, and half a teaspoon ground nutmeg. So the first step is very easy. So you need to mix all the dried ingredients. So start with the flour, which is 375 grams, and then add half a teaspoon of nutmeg, also half a teaspoon of baking powder, and also a pinch of salt. Now mix everything very well. Don't forget to soften your butter if it's not, okay? But do not soften it too much, so just as you see it here. It will make it easier to mix. And next, mix the butter with the flour and make sure it is well incorporated, okay? Now our condensed milk. I have here 1 cup. Okay, so it depends on you. It's either you're going to use it all or not, but you see it by yourself. Okay, all right, now add 1 cup of condensed milk gradually. Okay, and make sure it mixes well with the flour. Okay, so take your time and do it, and I promise you, you'll end up with very nice achomo, or chin chin as they call it in Nigeria. Alright, now my dough is ready. So this is the dough you want to achieve, and I'm showing you here a close look and a clear look of how it is supposed to look. So not too soft, not too hard, so like this. Okay, so make sure you get it like this. Next step, dust some flour on your working pan and divide your dough in 2 parts. It will be easier for you to roll it down. Okay, and dust a bit more flour on it and flatten it with your rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, as usual, make your life easy, use a clean bottle. Okay, and then flatten it, but make sure you don't flatten it too much. Okay, right, and the following step is easy. Cut it, basically any size, any shape you like, but this is how we usually cut it in Ghana or in the West African countries. Okay, so we usually cut it square. Okay, so cut it like this. It can be big squares, small squares, tiny squares. Like, it really depends on your taste and how you want them to look like, but this is how I usually cut it. Okay, now sprinkle a bit more flour on it and separate the squares. Okay, it's very easy. You can either separate it with your fingers or with your cutter. Okay, because it doesn't have to stick together when you are going to fry it. Okay, so just like this. And if you want, you can even sprinkle a bit more flour on it, but make sure it is well separated. And in the meantime, heat some fresh vegetable oil. You can put a little bit of dough in it just to make sure you have the right temperature. And when it is ready, add in the chips. Okay, make sure you don't burn yourself because it is very hot. And one thing also, if your oil is not hot enough, it will soak it and it won't look very nice. Okay, so make sure the oil is hot enough and immediately stir it to separate it. Okay, and it won't stick together. Right, so this is my achomo. It's beginning to look very nice, and I always keep on stirring it. Okay, and also to prevent it from burning. Okay, so now my achomo is ready. It is ready when it's golden brown like this, light golden brown. Okay, do not leave it too much or else it will burn, because we use condensed milk and it is very sweet. Okay, and as you could see, I didn't add any sugar to it because condensed milk is already sweet. So that's why I said this recipe is a lot faster. You just need few ingredients, especially when using condensed milk. Okay guys, so this is my achomo now and it's looking perfect. Okay, and as usual, I am going to show you how it looks like inside, and this is the perfect achomo. Wonderful. Okay guys, so this was my quick Ghana chips recipe, the sweet one called achomo, or coquette in French, or chin-chin in Nigeria. I hope you really enjoyed watching this quick recipe. And also, I didn't mention, when you get it out of the oil after frying it, don't forget to let the oil drain on a kitchen towel. Okay, and enjoy it when it's cool. It's even better to enjoy it the next day. That's how I like it. Okay, so this is the Ghanaian snacks, or the West African snacks. We all eat it, but I just wanted to show you a different way of preparing it with condensed milk. Okay, and I also have a more traditional achomo recipe that I'll post in some weeks or months. Okay, so in the meantime, enjoy making these ones. Give me a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you next time, my dear people. Thank you, and bye bye.